boys and girls.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When did Gandalf get a clown horn? Hey, you'd never quite know what he's got underneath that hat. So a big hello
If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club.
Respect my authority.
Stop prodding my belly like a big ball of jelly.
To respect my authority, I've got the stick. Hello, so we've got Warbler Productions, Colin Oldham, Flymo Chairman 1, Iron Horse Railway, Exarchon 42, J. Paul Anderson, Malcolm Moore, David, It's My Model Railway, Wiven Model Railway, Jennifer Horton, Stevie Film, Flymo Chairman 1, Michael Gray, Michael Arkell, Southern Train Girl, Railway Days, Tim Maslin, Ben Tullett, Richard Swiderski, Hermitage Road, Josh's Railway Adventures, Joe Smith, Harry Sedgwick. Big hello to you all. It's great to see you, and I hope I find you well. We've also got Ralph Davies, says, everyone, evening everyone, hi from South Africa. Enjoy the show. Absolutely. Smallwood Junction, evening to you. Robert Becking. Gordon Hanning, SHGP Media, says, you know, I've never seen the start of the stream because I always have to skip an ad first. Oh, but then doesn't it put you in at the start?
No.
Oh, right.
It's live.
Gary Lewis, Stefan Svensson, Robin Silva, 3B Rail, Jerry BVR, Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, Hot Dog Pilot 63, Patrick Ling, Azuma, hi to you, Ben Tullett says, Jenny, you need to get your own back on the singing when Zoe airs her live stream later on. Now that is quite a good idea. Leslie Gilpin Railways, N Ash says, big hello to you as well. Sarah Davis asks, are you and Zoe feeling better tonight? I'm actually a lot better. Last night it felt like a bit of a cold coming on. You know, when your sinuses just feel a bit tight. But that seems to have cleared up. The cupboard monkey's still a bit delicate, but you are the sickly child. So that's situation normal for her. Rick Morley, hi to you. Dongets Model Railway, it says, I always get unskippable ads on this stream. Had 2 today. Unfortunately, I think the unskippable ads start turning up. The bigger the channel, the more unskippable ads it throws at it, because it goes, this channel's popular enough that we can make you sit through it.
It is getting an issue with YouTube. They're going to have to do something. Because
there's too many scams. So many scams.
We see some ridiculous... Because not only do we not have YouTube Premium or whatever it is, but we also don't let it... record who we are or any personal data. So we get the generic ads, and the amount of people on there trying to do...
And the crackpot ones.
Oh, I know. Some of them are just hilarious.
Yes. It's like, I'm a connoisseur of get-rich-quick schemes, and I've known a few in my time, but this one will make you get rich and quick. Yes.
But anyway, let's not talk about that, because we do have a few questions tonight, don't we? But the first question is, Jenny, do we have a sponsor?
Yes, we do. Tonight's video comes in association with Rails of Sheffield, the name to trust when selling any second-hand items or full collections. Rails of Sheffield will give you a quick turnaround and take anything from single items that you no longer want or need right through to full collections. They are the name to trust. With best prices paid and quick decisions made, they won't cherry pick from your collection. Instead, they will take anything and everything. Sell to the name you trust today, Rails of Sheffield. Find details in the description box down below. Big hello to J94. Haywood Junction says, I only had the trailer, but I paused it until the stream started. No ads. Oh, but Michael Gray says, let's talk bargains. Woohoo!
Yes,
absolutely.
Jenny,
yes.
Given that there are financial worries with people, especially this time of year when there's always people thinking, well, I've got to save up for Christmas.
It's always expensive for Christmas anyway, but I think this year doubly so.
So, my question is, are there still bargains out there?
Absolutely. Although it's interesting, I was looking at a post online. Somebody sharing price tags on something that they bought actually from Warley, excuse me, a few years ago. And of course, Warley is going to be on the last weekend of this month. Still just time to get in your order for tickets. And don't forget as well, do check on train times and stuff. I don't think there's going to be a strike, but it's probably a good idea if you know a group of people who are going, possibly to consider carpooling. Probably work out cheaper as well. But certainly plenty of time to get your Warley tickets. And you could also, if you're buying in advance, they do early bird, early access tickets. And it's always a busy show. So, what do you mean, Ham Shackleton? Jenny is too busy talking to notice. Tim Maslin
They're
asks...
on about the little olive green train that is about to start surging there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've got a lace decoder and things. That is what we're talking about. They do stupid things like that. Anyway, Tim Maslin asks, will we see you at Warley this year? Absolutely.
No, she's going to be invisible. She's taken her cloak of invisibility. +2 against kobolds.
I will be there all weekend, and I'm free agent as well. So not affiliated or as guest of any particular manufacturer or retailer. So I'll be flitting around with no sense of guilt for doing what I normally do.
With the Benny Hill theme tune going behind you.
But yeah, so I will be there both days, and I will be there with Iron Horse Railways. So you'll be able to see us both just sort of mooching around and going, oh, look at that, oh, bargains, which is exactly what we're talking about tonight. So are bargains still available? Well, to go back to this post, I saw about them, the price tag, and I think it was something like a 4MT or a 5MT, the DCC fitted version from Bachmann, and they paid $49.99. And then people were starting to talk about, you know, oh, I remember buying Bachmann 37s for that from ModelZone. Now, let's not forget inflation and stuff.
But let's not forget that ModelZone disappeared a decade ago.
But there are definitely still bargains. And one of the things that you're going to see in the Wednesday video on this channel is I've delved into the Hattons sale. Now, for those of you who live under a rock with headphones on, the Hattons sale, it's been going for a few months, a few weeks even, not a few months, a few weeks. There are some amazing bargains, especially if you model an O gauge and particularly want to get yourself an A4 or a Gresley coach, or I think A1s and A3s in there as well, at some incredibly good prices. But it's not just O gauge, a lot of double O stuff, particularly in terms of coaching stock. A lot of coaches at a lot of great prices. So I'll be taking a look at a couple of random items that I purchased mystery shopper style from the Hattons sale. And this is going to be running, I believe, until Christmas. But I got a super detail high quality P-class locomotive for £64. Now, in answer to somebody asking, was that a Dean Goods that's surging? No, it's a Bachmann City class, GWR City class. So I think it's Kilkenny. Kenny, you can hear me, mate. Get back in the car. Does it Kilkenny? No, it's not. It's City of Birmingham. I don't know where I got Kilkenny from. Kenny,
give your instructions for your other job.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. You killed Kenny. Alan Reynolds of Buckland Junction, a.k.a. PBA J Cloth Alan. Good evening, Jenny and Zoe, and all in the chat, watching from the hobby room while upgrading my 060 Ginty, which is over 50 years old. Woo-hoo. And Les Kirk reminds me, anyone for display cabinets? He did ring and ask me. It's my dad, actually, so it isn't just like, I know you're taking personal ads from random strangers. My dad is selling, if you remember the little display cabinets, he's got 3 of those. They're currently downsizing. They're basically seen an opportunity to sell out the long-standing family home, so they're clearing out all the detritus that has built up over like 35 years or so. And these include 3 of the little display cabinets. So I think it's wanting like 20 quid or something each. So do drop a line if this is something that A, you would like, and B, you can pick up. 20 quid Warbler Productions for the little cabinets. And I can attest to them. They've been sat in one of the rooms in their house for a good few years, holding Hornby 00. But there's 3 of them. Model Railway Fantasia, great to see you. Jay, apparently there's been a big drama kicking off recently with Barry Davis. Anyone know the details? Have been out the loop. Is that the one that we talked about last week? Angel of Crew, big hello to you. B2000RO Toys Channel says, hi Jenny and Zoe, I'm trying to fix my Bachmann Devious Diesel, but he needs new pickups. How can I make him new pickup contacts? One of the things might be to, what you need is like, I think it's spring phosphor bronze. And yeah, Wiven Model Railway, £20. Yes, that is cheap. He just wants rid of them. Andy Fryer's Junction says, Newcastle Model Railway exhibition this week. Tim's Model Railway in different videos says, are you going to buy lots of stuff at a train show, Jenny? I will no doubt do that. But I'm going to annoy the covered monkey by putting those in there. They're N-gauge wagons she's been playing about with. But certainly, in terms of model shops, the bargains are still available. Some of the Hornby Super Detail coaches down to about 19 quid. Now, I do remember the days when the Bachmann Mark 1s and Mark 2s were getting churned out at £10 a pop at brand new on bargain. Those days sadly are gone forever, but that was like nearly 20 years ago. So, you know, inflation. Essentially, Hattons are having a huge sale of bits and pieces, but they're not the only ones. Tim Maslin says, that guy said some silly and horrible stuff on his last video. I never saw it. From what I heard, just downright stupid. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. Was it last week or the week after? The week before even. Sarah Davis also points out the Alsager model train show this weekend as well. I've lost my place. Leslie Gilpin Railways, big hello to you. Spongate Junction says, good evening Jenny and Zoe, good evening Angel Crew, evening Iron Horse Railways. Vic Freak says, hey Jen, if you're mooching around Warley with Iron Horse Railways, make sure you walk in front or upwind. Oh yes, of course, everybody found that hilarious. Now we had Iron Horse Railways as guest of honour, and he left a parting gift, which you probably heard on the audio right at the end.
Trump.
Yes, time for Trumpton. So basically, yes.
Where did the white spirit go?
The white spirit's there.
Excellent.
The covered monkey appears to be planning on doing some painting.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Russell Benton, absolutely. Anyway, Iron Horse Railway says, I'm very offended. Not as much as I was. I was like, oh yeah, Eggy Tangmaster. But I will be using him to clear a path. Right. So anyway, a big thank you to 3B Rail, who's very.
Where did you? I had two.
I swallowed them with a glass of.
Oh my goodness!
Big
thank you so much,
to 3B Rail. Very generously donated £10 through the super chat and says, for the bargains fund, thank you so much. Iron Horse Railway says, Eggy Tangmaster.
Give me my little. Shoot.
Oh, you want them back, do you?
I've got to write bananas on one and William Loudon's Sons on the other.
There you go. Olay.
Stop it. Stop.
Olay.
Don't break them.
Olay.
Don't break them. Come on.
Yeah, do you want this one as well?
Yes.
Ooh. Right. But in terms of other bargains, at the danger of Mark Wilson going, no, my bargains. We have also been having a look. There is still some of the Robinson 8K later classified by the LNER 04280 heavy freight locomotives for £89.99 new old stock. at Hereford Model Centre. And it's a great price. You're never going to see brand new tender locos at that kind of money. And there's quite a few locomotives, Bachmann branch line locomotives, high-spec models for under £100. So the bargains are definitely out there.
Is it bad that when you said tender locos, I went, tender locos,
What,
tender deep.
What, you thought, oh, you could get some kind of a cream for that? That yellow might be a bit brash. I'm thinking that
one, actually.
Possibly. The 24. I'm going to say 24.
Match 24.
Give it a good shake.
Shake it, baby.
It's going to stink the place out.
Shake
with
it, baby.
Yeah, we're going to get high off paint fumes with you.
So?
Have you got a steady hand?
Yes, but I didn't bring it with me.
Oh dear, right.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar, I am currently...
so you're going to be painting.
You can hardly see these. Let me just switch this to here.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. That does change.
So I've got here some N-gauge wagons. They're Pico kits, and they're so easy to basically
they're
snap
just clipped together. There's no glue.
It's great.
There's no glue.
No. And I'm going to paint these up. One of them I'm going to have as a banana wagon because I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And the other one is a darker one, which I'm thinking of putting a bit of a tint to because it's a little bit shiny, and then having William Loudon Sons on the side.
You're going to have a steady hand for that. Right.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to paint it and see how it goes.
Can I tell the nice people about the bargains, or do you want to monopolise my channel?
Yes.
Right. Stevie Films has TARDIS on the retaining wall. Warble Productions also got in their TARDIS on the FOSS. God, you guys, we try for somewhere that it's never been before, and you're like, yeah, there
it's
it is.
in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. Ben Davis asks, hi Jennifer, if you got the Hatton's L and the R-Pack brown coaches from the sets? Easy, one of my favourite in my collection. Hoping to get more models to add to the sets. Do you have them? I do not have any other than I've got the blue-grey six-wheel brake coach that they did as a special. The ones I reviewed were loaners. I did have to send them back afterwards because they were just on loan.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, some of the ones that were previously sold out are now reappearing. So I believe that if you missed out, then do check the Hatton's website. Because I suspect what's happening is people who didn't complete the order, didn't pay for the items, those are now being released for sale. So if you missed out, do get in there. Yeah, I know it's a little bit of a faff to actually, think, well, I ordered these and they told me they weren't available and now they are. But
to be honest
they have been incredibly popular.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it as they told me it's not available, now it is. I would see it as you've got a second chance.
There is that, yeah. So big hello to Francis Wadsworth. Great to see you in. We've got Withen Model Railway. Tim Masson says, I really want to go shopping at Rails of Sheffield, but my wife will go mad if I spend £140 on a set of cut-down Acura scale wagons. The Acura scale wagons are really, really good. And they've also...
Don't tell them you spent £140.
Yeah, just tell them you got them dirt cheap.
Just hope that they never sell them for what you told them you paid.
Yes. But certainly, one of the announcements that's come through, Acura Scale are doing loads for the children wagons, and they do look really, really good. Railway Day says, I personally think Hornby Railroad and the new TT range are too expensive for newcomers with no experience in the hobby. Iron Horse Railway says, Hamptons have some Southern Railway green coaches for £12 brand new. Yeah, I told you. There's a really good thing. You don't believe me? You get all like, what? Really? But yeah, seriously, there is a lot of great bargains going on at Hatton's, it must be said. So well worth a good browse. We're going to be bringing you that video on Wednesday. But Hereford Model Centre as well worth a look. And somebody mentioned as well, Ellis Clark Trains. So a big up for Ellis Clark Trains. Go and have a look at their second-hand site. I think it's Clark's Rail World. And there's some amazing prices on there. Essentially, the items are priced to sell.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. That show where he sold me 2 N-gauge locomotives for 40 quid.
Yeah. So there's like plenty of N-gauge, 00, HO, some really rare stuff. But so not only is it a great place to actually, isn't that you're using the other yellow? I thought. It's a I've bought quite a lot of stuff both at shows and also through the website. And yes, they will be at Warley, and there'll be that lovely free-for-all rummage sale table. And it is priced to sell. Oh. 156 Andrew says, "Hi Jenny and chat. Sorry about being late." Oh, he's back with his clown horn. Oh, can you hear that?
Gandalf, what have you done to your horn?
He's swallowing.
Oh, I dropped it. A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
Flymo Chairman one says available links to Ellis Clark trains on the Facebook page, the Monday Club Model Rail with Jenny Kirk Facebook group, and the link is shared there in the chat for you. And Railway Days says there are always bargains to be found when you look for them. Another great place, it must be said, is the Arcadia Models in Shaw second-hand table. Always priced to sell. There's no point in telling you what's there because it won't
be by the time it's there.
Even by the end of the same day. Seriously, there's some really great bargains there. And what that shows you is a lot of your local model shops do deal in second hand, and there's some great bargains to be had with those.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to go and check regularly, though.
Yeah, and
just because they don't have something one day doesn't mean they won't have something the next.
And Tim at Arcadia, it's very much set up towards actually going and visiting. Also, Great Eastern Models as well, very active on Facebook. A lot of great deals coming through there too. Now, William Babcock says, "I got a Hornby T9 and 3 coaches from £130 from Hatton's pre-owned. Considering that Hornby want £45 per coach new, I'd say that's a good deal. Absolutely. And it's well worth having a good look around." There's also the Rails of Sheffield eBay store. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
They've got a lot on there.
I was right, wasn't I? That is the right yellow.
I had a look on there the other day to see if there was anything interesting. They've got loads.
And also, Skipsy Trains, big hello to you, says, "I like how Rails of Sheffield are selling second-hand models in the shop that are not on eBay. It takes me back to the early days of Rails before eBay happened." Absolutely, yeah, I love that, because for me, I think a lot of people are the same. You don't necessarily know what you want when you go looking, and online isn't very good for that, because you kind of have to know what you're looking for, especially on eBay. You've got to search, and if you don't know what you're searching for, you're not going to find all these various bits and pieces. But when you go into a shop, it's great to be inspired by just seeing what's there and go, "Oh, I didn't know I wanted that, but now I've seen it, I do."
Yeah, that's I was very much like that at the show, the last show we were at, when I wandered around.
Kid in a candy store.
And I knew I wanted something N-gauge for the project that we got coming up. But I didn't know what, and then I saw the stuff that was there. It's like I decided I actually prefer European outline and American to the UK stuff. But I didn't know that, and I would never have searched for European stuff.
And Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, absolutely. The Loco Shed at Whitefield. Jim at the Loco Shed. Do tell him that I sent you if you do pop in there. Loads of pre-owned stuff. Always worth the rummage. And as Stephen McSee says, hard to beat a rummage. Oh, matron.
Oh, baby.
Craig Codling says, "I managed to get 7 coaches from Hatton's. Mixture of LNER and BR Blue for just over £100. The truck service was great as it saved on postage." I think autocorrect has changed, but yes.
I remember them talking about, what is their trunk service again, Jen?
It's basically, you can, say there's like a single item you want, you can basically buy it and they put it into storage until such time as you get a bigger order to justify the postage, rather than going, well, I want a £4 wagon, but I'm not paying £5 postage on the wagon on its own. So it's a good idea.
Really good idea.
Will Tucker says, "Tim's bargain table at Arcadia was well stocked on Friday afternoon. He also has a fabulous range of European HO. Absolutely. And one of the things I would like to do on Tuesday, perhaps, is pop over there if possible. Somebody's going to say, "Oh, he's not open on Tuesdays." I can never remember which days he's shut.
Now that you've said that you're going tomorrow,
yeah, everybody will go.
Everyone's going to get there before you and just raid the thing because they know that when you turn up, there won't be any bargains left.
There'll just be an empty table with a note saying,
"Sorry, Jenny, we got you first."
You snooze, you lose. And also, Peter Jackson.
That is another thing about bargain hunting. It's like I was saying earlier on, just because something's not there doesn't mean they want it another day. Your biggest issue is you snooze, you lose.
Absolutely, right. You're going to need to put some more... Oh, you've got your brush cleaning fluid.
What did you think this was? You haven't been drinking this, have you?
Oh, that has a bit of a kick to it. Also in the news, Model Rail Sentinels, a new batch of those incoming. Pretty good price as well. Tim Maslin asks, what's the URL of this Arcadia shop? If you just do a search for Arcadia models in Shaw, then...
I think it's actually Arcadia Troons.
Something like that. David Scott says, a friend of mine used to do the box thing with Caboose Hobbies in Denver, Colorado. I've heard of Caboose Hobbies. I believe that they may be a stockist of DCC concept stuff as well. Somebody did ask me a question before about... that was it. The Bachmann winter announcements. So, of course, the elephant in the room. Help, there's an elephant in this room and it's quite big.
I can't do an elephant.
You know, you can't.
I'm sorry.
So, what do I think about the winter announcements from Bachmann? I thought that the mainline Hunslets, these are the former Penryn ladies, although one of them's called Charles, but they are still ladies because... Martin Holstead says, think you'll find Arcadia is shut tomorrow. Oh, no!
You'll have to go another day.
Maybe Thursday, then. What was it? Oh, yeah, the Penryn ladies. Yeah. So Charles is being offered in original condition. Originally, they were quite large, 040s. Later on, Linda and Blanche were bought by the Festiniog Railway, and... Excuse me, there's been a few developments of them over the years, and if you look at the instructions that have been, pictures of the instructions have been doing the rounds, whilst Bachmann haven't explicitly said they are going to do them, the instructions show that they are going to do the 240 tender versions. Now, there's several different versions that they can do, it looks to be. So, they're putting out first the 040 versions, and you can get all three of these locomotives in various liveries, including a weathered version. Now, I wasn't keen on the weathering. I thought it made it look a bit odd, but I've seen a lot of favourable comments about this. There's also going to be some firebox glow going on, which does look quite good from the reviews that I've seen doing the rounds from people like Andy York at RM Web. But they've also got the provision to do them in a 240 version with and without tender. And I believe that there were two different tender types that ran with these as well. Interestingly enough, the Small England from Cato and Pico, that is a model of one of the tenders. So I'm guessing they'll probably just tool up their own version. But the tender does already exist. Leslie Gilpin Railway says, Linda and Blanche are at the Festiniog, but Charles is still at Penryn Castle. Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons why Charles still looks the same. Iron Horse Railways likes the austerity they announced and the 9F. Absolutely. So we've heard a lot about the all-new Hornby 9F, fully tooled from scratch, owes nothing in its heritage to previous 9F models that have come from Hornby, and by all accounts, it's an amazing model. Not to be outdone, Bachmann have done some work on their 9F, and that's been announced for release. We've also got the War Department 280. Are you all right there?
Yeah.
Oh, you make it... that's the wrong colour. You don't want a brown roof.
Why not?
It should be a dark grey. And you've so got the wrong colour there.
Oh.
I
thought it was brown.
No, roofs are never brown.
A roof is never brown, Frodo Baggins.
Absolutely, Gandalf. I would say...
Why can't I have a brown roof?
I would say that probably one of those two. 79, is that?
Are you sure it's not 76 and it's a trombone in the big parade? 76 trombones in the big parade.
I had to look up the program that was from and the film even. I think that
all I know is I had to learn it because it was one of the things that we had to learn when we were
I would
taught
say
music.
that's the one you need. So you're gonna have to wait for that to
Fine.
dry. Iron Horse Railway says Gandalf and getting involved in the roofing trade. yeah, wizard roofing. Yeah.
We'll be done in a flash.
In a lead flash. Ben Tullett says Pico 009 track starter said it's been ordered so I can start planning my 009 scale layout, which may become part of my main layout, hiding the fiddler. And there's already some pretty good locomotives available from the likes of Bachmann in particular. So the mainline Hunslets join the ilk of the War Department Baldwins and the double Fairleys as well. So really great.
Wow, I didn't want to go back on.
You need the special thing. Does it keep popping back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll have to sit there like that, won't you? There is a piece of wood and a G-clamp, but you'll have to find it.
You mean you've hidden your stuff from me?
Well, no, I don't know where it's
She
gone.
hides things from me, you know. She's cruel. Yeah, Skipsy Train says, right, I can have whatever colour roof I want.
Now, Ben Davis says, Jennifer, what do you think of the Class 158 and BR WYPTE Metro one coming this winter? Yeah, and also there's some really great announcements with the more modern multiple units and a variety of different liveries. Certainly a welcome addition to the more modern modelers. And Railway Days has really missed Somerset Andy's channel. Absolutely. Really do miss him. Right, when you finish demolishing behind you, is there a little G-clamp and stuff in there? Is there? Oh.
Yes.
Right, there you are, with a piece of wood so you don't crush the tin. Is there yeah, basically, you see what's been done with that? Will you stop demolishing the...
I am trying my best here.
Yeah, right. Now, you don't crush the tin.
Well, like you've done.
Yeah. So, I tell you what, shall I do it? Because I'm the designated adult. Yeah, I'll be the designated adult here.
Yeah, Jenny is river counting a brown roof, David. It's my model railway. There is nothing wrong with a brown roof on a thing of bananas. Bananas have a kind of brown stalk end, so why wouldn't they have a brown roof?
No, right.
Other than they don't.
So,
I can have whatever colour roof I want.
Well, there's pink in that tin.
Funnily enough, Ben Davis says pink roof.
Right, there we go. Right,
yes, great minds think alike. And sometimes people think like Jenny.
Yeah. Ben Tillett says, yay, Fred Dibner on Trains is on the Yesterday channel.
When? Tomorrow?
Yeah, Lifestyle Unleashed says 009 is a very exciting gauge right now. And I must admit that it has been said out there as we've had the TT announced quite a comprehensive range from Hornby. A lot of people have said that actually the market doesn't need TT as much as it needs 009. And 009 has, of course, all the benefits that you can mix and match it with your regular 00 stuff. Mm-hmm. But it does take up a lot less space, and there's a huge untapped resource in this area. Anybody who's been to, say, Statfold Barn will know that there's such a variety of narrow gauge
nano gauge,
yeah. I'll get there in the end, I'll tell you. Quite a variety of narrow gauge outline bits and pieces. Paul O'Donovan says Hornby Magazine December issue with 2023 calendar, great issue. And of course Mark Wilson has made it into that with the Swindon Works, really great modelling. James Petts approves of 009. Ben Davis says sorry if that makes people upset. I missed your comment. Paul Murphy says a gold roof. Sadly, I don't have any gold paint. I gave my tin away because Hornby changed the formula on the Humbrol enamels due to EU legislation. And unfortunately, it meant that the new gold and silver and any of the metallic colours are rubbish compared to what they used to be. And I had a friend who was renovating a sign, actually, a big old advertising sign, and they needed gold paint. And they'd been using an old tin of Humbrol enamel, but ran out halfway through. And when they tried the new one, it didn't even look like gold. So they were desperately trying to find somebody who had an old stock tin, and I had half a tin, so I gave it to him, and it was just enough for him to finish restoring the sign. But unfortunately, it means I'm now all out of gold. Tim's Model Railway different videos says paint it lots of different colours.
I'm actually considering, once it's finished, darkening one or two pieces to make it look like different woods.
Oh, interesting. Janie B says, according to Wiki, in the 19th century, Shaw and Crompton had more millionaires per capita than anywhere else in the world. And I'm guessing that there'd be like cotton kings. There'd be people who'd invested heavily in the cotton mills.
Oh, absolutely.
And they presumably that's where they all went and lived. So yeah, I could imagine that. And it was just a sign of the change that the world was going through. James Petts, of course, does also approve of sign restoration. I always have this mental image of James Petts dressed like the man from Del Monte, just going,
Giving a nod and a thumbs up.
So, so James Petts, I always have this mental image of you as some kind of man from Del Monte. You say yes. Yeah, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, the mill owners. Railway Days asks, where are the Depot Class 59s in N and OO? Soon. There's been a lot of delays, I guess, coming through from China. Oh, interesting. David, it's my model railway. Says Backman said they have a new formula metallic paint brass. Certainly needs it because some of these that you buy in tins just really aren't.
They're atrocious. Ever since we've had to change the regulations on the amounts of metals you can put into paint, the golden stuff have been bad.
The thing is though that the metals in gold paint, presumably it's like gold leaf and stuff. So gold, you can eat it. I don't recommend it.
Please do not eat it. Gold is technically a heavy metal and can poison you.
I thought it's so inert though it won't react with you. It just goes straight through.
Nope. Heavy metal poisoning via gold is a possibility.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I take that back then. Don't eat the gold.
Don't eat
I
gold.
thought you could have like gold leaf cake decorations.
You can, but
have they stopped that?
It's only a tiny amount of gold in them.
Yeah, what about Goldschlager?
Yeah, but if you have too much gold, so that's why we're saying don't eat gold.
Too much gold can kill you, and not enough won't do it all. But Shaky Hands Shed Model Railway says Humbrol is like most of the Hornby Group products, expensive and poor quality.
Actually, no. There's a fair amount of Hornby stuff that is actually quite good.
Yeah, I mean we've talked about.
I like Airfix.
Yeah, we talked about the 9S, but certainly Humbrol enamels did suffer a little bit with quality issues, and it's one of the reasons that Hornby brought production of them, I believe, back to the UK so that they could more closely watch the quality control. And certainly the newer tins are a lot better than the bad old days. Ben Powell 009 says Mr. Hobby Gold Paint is very good. I've used it for brass work on a few mods. I like that. I like that. That's Mr. Hobby to you. And Iron Horse Railways goes, yeah, heavy metal. Yeah. Although Alfonso Lapulsa says it's too expensive to eat a dangerous amount.
That's like when all those things about Halloween candies were going around. It's like, well, all these people are putting drugs in the Halloween candies. It's like, no, they're not. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
No one's giving away their edibles.
Yeah. It's like if you've ever met a stoner, they don't give up their stash lightly.
Are gold biscuits okay? Yes.
Oh,
ooh,
yes.
Love them. Nom, 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 nom.
Right. Today we're going to start showing some of your videos from 8 o'clock, incidentally, because we didn't do any last week. So we're going to try and get through some of the backlog, although it's a very popular feature now. It's always good to actually see what you guys have been up to.
Yes.
Egg Rider, big hello to you. So gold and silver dragies, which are cake decorations, do contain small amounts of the metals, and in fact they both have E numbers. And there's an E number for pretty much everything.
Do they have an e-buy gun number?
Only in Yorkshire. B2000 RO Toys Chancellor. I'm going to go to Gainsborough for a model railway exhibition on December the 9th. Hope I can find spares and something for my Hornby Thomas collection. Now, Peter's Spares is one which I think that do carry a lot of stuff, spares for, amongst other things, Hornby items. You're going to have to give them a good stir and get the...
Jen, I realise this.
What are you painting in rail blue?
I am going to paint some of the detail on this brown wagon.
Right, okay, I await with interest.
It's going to be a private owner.
Yeah, is that quite thick?
Yes.
Right, well then what you need, and this
Well,
is...
look at it. Jen,
Yeah,
look.
no.
Jen, please look.
Okay. Yeah, there's two... You need, and this is... What I was trying to say before you ruined everything, was that there's a little top tip here. So I've got white spirit. You know, I know they say, oh, you should use enamel thinners. Actually, this works just as well. So with a little tiny syringe, same ones that I use for things like ballast glue, we're going to put a tiny amount into there. Now thoroughly mix that in. You don't need a lot. It's, you know, obviously a little bit easy to go gung-ho and put too much in, and you don't want to do that. Remember, if you put too little in, you can always put a little bit more in, but it's really hard to take it out if you put too much in. Iron Horse Railway says before you ruined everything. Bit harsh. Ah, dear. Right. Sarah Davis points out that Super King's gold are definitely not good for you. Although, don't contain any gold, I would wager.
No, they do contain some other stuff that you don't want.
Stevie Film asks, today's beverage of choice? Old Mount Cider. So we're on the sauce here at the moment.
She's on the hard stuff. That's why she's been horrible to me. She's a grumpy drunk.
A big hello to JD1533 Workshop, who says, hello from Manhattan, New York City.
Hello.
That is NYC, it's New York City, isn't it?
Yes.
So, I don't think you can't mix that long enough to mix that in properly. So big hello to you. Certainly always great to see our viewers from the States. Hope the weather's all right. It's still
Jenny,
quite...
what state are you in? Mildly inebriated.
Something like that. So Railway Day says, I love smoking. That's like the in Austin Powers. She says, Austin, do you smoke after sex? He's like, I don't know, I never talked. Ed Flame 4291 says, being a Kiwi with the cider today, are we? What, kiwi fruit? Is this actually from New Zealand then? Old Mount. Yeah, established in Nelson, New Zealand. Not the Nelson that's up the road in Lancashire.
Not the Nelson that says ha ha on The Simpsons.
Yeah, Ben Tullett says, Jenny, cider, Monday Club. What could possibly go wrong? Well, look out for this Friday's video and you'll see exactly what could possibly go wrong.
Yes.
And
we'll warn you now, it's a bit different.
Yeah, I thought I'd have a go at doing a really funny Sam's Train style video. So see what you think on Friday.
Yeah, basically,
yeah, we're going to do something.
It's been a tough time here, so we thought we'd do something light.
Absolutely. So obviously, there's been family health things, so it's been very, very tough. So
we decided to do
lighten
something
the
fun.
mood and to cheer up the cupboard monkey. We have done a fun video, doing a little bit of experimentation. Don't try this at home on Friday. Right.
Keep your pies eared.
Vic Freak says, ladies, please be careful. There could be some lingering fumes from last week. That with the paint fumes, and there could be a chemical reaction. That sounds like somebody else is worried about that. That blue is interesting. But
I like it.
I think your base is starting to come off there. It looks like the top is separated from your bottom. You can always push your bottom back in afterwards, but just be careful there. SHGP Media says, you're going to run your trains round on the carpet? No, no carpet was harmed whatsoever during this video.
I don't know about that. It's just spilt a bit.
Yeah, and James Pett says, gosh, I haven't seen a Sam's Trains videos in years. Neither have I, actually. So I assume they're still the same.
We're just taking them. We're not really ripping Sam's Trains off or anything like that, or taking the mick. We just wanted to do something silly.
Oh, interesting. Jennifer Horton says, Airfix used to own Humbrol. Hence the myth, GWR and BR used Brunswick Green, instructing modelers to use Humbrol number 3. GWR green is actually middle chrome green, and BR was middle bronze green. Yeah, they're slightly different. It's a bit like the BR maroon that some of the Duchesses and cities got painted in. Isn't the same as LMS Crimson Lake. Tim's Model Railway in different videos says, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg, by many millions of years, because actually...
Dinosaurs laid eggs.
Yeah, dinosaurs laid eggs. So, there you go. Richard Swiderski says, what's wrong with Zoe's bottom? How long have you got?
What? No, not my bottom. The bottom of the wagon that I'm painting blue.
Yeah. Right, anywho, Charlie McGowan, Partick Hill Station, says hello. Being this late would suggest that...
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks Gandalf.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Right. In the news, right, so...
is this the you snooze, you lose news?
In the
That's
Bankman...
you choose.
In the Bankman announcements, some great models actually being announced. The mainline Quarry Hunslets, I think, are probably the standout of those. Bankman, of course, did win Model of the Year with their double fairly at Ali Pali earlier this year.
Good.
And I suspect that they are going to get 009 Model of the Year again for the mainline Hunslets.
Ali Pali this year for double fairly. Was it out for that point?
It came out...
Wow.
You see, but it came out a little while before, nearly a year before. So it came out probably in, the April or the May.
I didn't realise it had been around that long. I thought it was something that came out fairly recently.
No, because I've had one for a while. Time goes fast.
Time does go fast.
Patrick Ling says, Jenny, what do you think of the price of the Backman Western Pullman train packet? Nearly £700. Unfortunately, that's just what things cost now. Yes, it is expensive.
It's a ridiculous amount.
But it is quite a nice piece. Also, not to forget, in the EFE range, we've got a triple pack of London and South Western Railway designed coaches. And I think they're about £100, so just over £100. Not cheap, but certainly really interesting that for the first time, I believe, we do have some all-new tooling in the EFE range that isn't necessarily ones which have come from other manufacturers. Whereas in the past, we've seen DJ Models products turn up again in the EFE range, also some from Kernow Model Centre, from Hellion. I believe that these are all new tooled and really interesting to see. Charlie Chimp says, hey Jen, what do you think maybe at the top Crimble's gift for the Railway Modeler this year? Well, we would suggest taking a look at the merch store down there and picking yourself up an excellent t-shirt or hoodie or mug. Or maybe even order in one of the Monday Club William Loudon Sons wagons. Order with confidence via Rails of Sheffield. They are expected now probably about January is what I've been told. We are waiting on a livery sample of those, but never say never. I was hoping it might be here for Warley, but I'm told possibly not. Tim's Model Railway in different videos says Christmas is next month. I can't wait. Although, if you believed what the shops have been selling, Christmas has been happening for about the last 8 months. Railway Day says, wow, lots of wagons. Yeah, I've got I don't know.
She's got a problem, is what she's got.
I wouldn't call it. It's a good problem. And the other thing as well that I'd like to point out, anybody who's a member of the Backman Collectors Club. Now, the all-new dance hall break fans have come out, and the Collectors Club does have a really, really nice version of this in olive green with full yellow ends, which is prototypically accurate. But certainly a really nice livery, and if you're a member of the Collectors Club, and if you're going to Warley, now here's a little tip for you. They do sell the Collectors Club models. If you can prove that you're a member of the Collectors Club, they sell the models at the shows that they attend, so you can go and pick up one of these at Warley. Worthington Model Railway says, I got my Warley 2-day ticket, hotel and flight booked. Now, one thing to warn you guys is that hotels are filling up fast, and that, of course, is affecting the price. You're looking at about £120 now to stay in the Travel Lodge. They may even be fully booked and more expensive too. So if you're going to stay over at Warley, you may need to cast your net a bit further. J. Paul Anderson asks, Jenny, talk about the rails as Northeastern Electric. We mentioned this last week. Now, ES1, which is the electric shunting locomotive #1, is being released by Rails of Sheffield. We are looking forward to getting review samples to, they'll be on loan, they're not keepers, just in case anyone goes, oh, where's Jenny getting free stuff?
Usually she's not.
Yeah, usually like the Hatton stuff. Do you see any Hatton's coaches? No, they were loaners.
Yeah, like a lot of magazines as well. They don't keep them either. They all go one to the other to the next.
Interesting. James Pett says, yes, I looked at hotels. The Premier Inn was full. Now, I happen to know the Premier Inn, when I was booking, was about 260 a night. And if they've now filled up, I mean, somebody has paid that. But that's where the club has been putting up the exhibitors, which is why the Premier Inn is really tanked up. There is a Travel Lodge over by the airport, and that still had spaces when I last looked. It's not that far away, but that's the one to check out. Model Railway Noob says NEC is only 32 miles for me. It's not too bad. Valley's 56XX says, I had a TT120 magazine from Hornby today, and that is another thing to add to our great bargains at the moment. Until I think it's the end of January, if you want to join the TT Hornby Collectors Club, it's free. So you lose nothing by joining up, and that might be something. I know some people wondering about TT, a really great way of finding out more. B2000 RO Toys channel says somebody was charging £800 for an OO scale model of the Great Northern Railway Stirling single. Too expensive for me. I have seen these models command a really, really high price. And unfortunately, that seems to be the going rate. However, just like we saw with the dynamometer car, Rapido Trains originally produced that as a special for rails. It's now gone on general release. Yes, it's not cheap, but certainly cheaper than some of the prices that the original run dynamometer cars were being sold over on the bay. So it's one of those things. I'd like to think that they would actually do another run. Whether they will, I don't know. What price it will be, well, don't expect much change out, probably 300 quid. Tim Maslin said, I'll be driving to the Warley on Saturday. I booked a parking space for 12 squids. Train prices were way more than just driving there, even with the toll road. Flymo Chairman 1 says, wasn't the Hornby Pullman set not nearer £1,000? Possibly. Sarah Davis is breaking news. Reports are coming in that Boy George has been attacked by a reptile on the set of I'm a Celebrity. Oh, I'm joking.
They should have got a Karma Chameleon, but apparently they come and go. They come and go.
Hold on, if you...
They come and go.
Gandalf is handing you your trombone.
Ah, thank you, Gandalf.
You're welcome. The Closet Branch, big hello to you. Don't forget, everybody, do please tickle that like button and share the stream as well. And if you've not already done so, do subscribe to the channel.
I'm going to leave them there to dry now.
Okay, yeah, they'll take a while with the fumes. The fumes. I love the fumes.
The smells. The smells.
Yeah, it's better than the smells we got at the end of the stream last week. Iron Horse Railways looking at you, trying not to have our eyes watering whilst we're doing it.
I'll be back.
Yeah. But I'm going to keep you in check at the breakfast buffet.
Eggs are plenty with plenty of cheese.
You're having no eggs and cheese when you're hanging around me, I'll tell you that now. Nigel Cole says, I'm having to return my Rapido dynamometer card due to the recall. Of course, yes. And this is something that has very quickly come to light, that an incorrect component has been fitted, unbeknownst to Rapido trains. It's not their fault. Somebody cocked up in the factory, I'm guessing, and fitted the wrong component. This is causing overheating, which is causing lighting units in the dynamometer car to burn out in regular use, and in extreme cases can actually melt and distort the model. So there's a recall. Return it for free to get it rectified. It is a shame, but it's one of those things. Yeah, we saw that with the Daypole water towers. So Head Shunt says, Jenny, what is that regional railway's class 31 on the layout? Hornby Railroad? No. Is it any good? It's the full fat from quite some time ago. So we're going to try and pick that up now as it comes past. This is actually quite an old model. I bought it from Bolton Model Mart. They've since been bought out and rebranded as Nuffy's models in Bolton. But it's the full fat one. And interestingly enough, that is the exact same locomotive that you see on Series 2 of Great Model Railway Challenge. The locomotive itself, owned by me, so taken by me to the show, and it ran extensively on the War of the Worlds layout, along with some matching Bachmann coaches. So that is as used on TV. Warbler Productions has TARDIS just inside a tunnel entrance. God, you can't hide anything from you. Certainly not if it looks like a TARDIS. Ben Tunnett says, just be warned, the queues into the NEC are quite bad. I went to a show last week and it was busy, as the NEC like to put other busy shows on at the same time. This is normal, though. This is not any different from previous years when it's been there. I can remember there being a Comic-Con on in an adjacent hall, a caravanning show I've seen there, fashion show. I remember one year going there. Yeah, there was some kind of bridal show, so there was lots and lots of people going through dressed as brides and bridesmaids, which was like, is there a dress code for this event? Have I come woefully underdressed? But fully, Push Dan, sorry, it's already been spotted. But yes, the TARDIS is on that retaining wall. It's just it's too far to lean over. Mark Towers says, I'm late, but not. Yeah, that's right. Gandalf has heard that they're serving cake downstairs. He'll be back in a moment. Warbler Productions says, the last few shows have been on at the same time as the motorcycle show. Yeah, but the thing about the motorcyclers is they don't really cause too much of a traffic jam because they just go down the middle. They just weave, filter. So then, not a problem. Ben Tullett says, I think the Good Food show is on the same time as Warley. Does that mean the catering will be good? And Jennifer Horton says, yes, it was always funny when Warley clashed with the clothes show live. Quite a contrast. Yes, Anorax, Gucci. Anorax, Gucci. Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction says, sorry, Flying out, just let my phone run out of battery. Oh dear. And James Pett says, I approve of cake. I love cake. Cake, however, loves to hang around longer than it should. I am losing weight, actually. Those of you who may have secretly thought, Jenny's getting fatter over these years. You're absolutely right. And we put it down to artificial sweetness. As soon as I gave up artificial sweetness, I started to lose weight. Yeah, I know. Right. Tim, the Growler Blackwood Engage layout. Big hello to you. It says, hi Rachel, just woke up, fell asleep after my dinner. Now that is a quality dinner. So we're nearly at the point where we're going to be showing some of your videos and pictures. Alfonso La Pulsa says, Gucci do anoraks? No. Anoraks to the Model Railway Hall. Gucci to the Good Clothes Show. Mark Wilson says, Gronkfest 22 is also on, I believe. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Not a cult. Although Sarah Davis says Gucci anoraks. See, the thing about Gucci anoraks is that railway modelers wouldn't buy them because they'd be far too expensive. And they look at that and go, I could get a couple of locomotives out of Bachmann for the same price as that. No, this old anorak, I bought it in 1982 and it's still going strong. Egg Rider suggests, if you collect Gucci, are you also an anorak? Just a rich one. Yeah, Leslie Gilpin Rowe says, was always a contrast between Comic-Con and Warley. Yeah, it's like you take a wrong turn and it's like, oh no, the Empire's out. Oh, hello, Darth. Great to see you. Oh, dear. Wiven Model Railway says, perhaps it was a Moto Gucci. And Flymer Chair 1 says, Gronky anoraks. And also, incidentally, if Daypol are watching, you have to send me the sizes you want and the colours for the Gronk It Up hoodies. So, just, if anybody from Daypol is watching, please, 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 get back to me with those, and then I will get them ordered. And you might just get them in time for Warley, but to be honest with you, you're leaving it a bit late. Yeah, Ham Shackleton says it's not the anoraks that are a problem, it's the rucksacks. Absolutely. Right, Cupboard Monkey. Alright, she says she'll be there in a minute. Good night to Francis. Francis Wadsworth says is heading off, I think. Ed Flame 4291 says, do you plan on going to any of the Flying Scotsman event next year for a centenary anniversary? No immediate plans, but never say never. Charlie McGowan's Partick Hill Station says, Jenny, I have a pair of Gucci loafers. Well, tell them to loaf somewhere else. Ben Tullett says, I wonder if we might see any famous chefs wandering around Warley. I don't know, but it's interesting to note that I believe that famous people such as Jules Holland and Rod Stewart have been known to go around incognito at some of the shows. So you never know, but I think that you know, they probably disguise themselves quite well so they don't get mobbed. Mark Towers says, last time I went, my daughter got pushed out of the way. Wasn't happy. Yeah, some people can get a bit rumbustious at Warley, and it's...
Some people need to learn manners.
Yeah.
Pushing people out of the way, it doesn't matter how big you think you are as a person.
Yeah.
You're not big enough to not get a punch.
It's when they slap you in the face with their big rucksacks because they're wandering around completely oblivious to other people.
Speaking of conventions, though,
Uh-huh.
why do you not see cosplay at a train convention? I want to see someone show up as Thomas the Tank Engine.
Choo-choo. Right, anyway.
To that end, I'm planning now to make a cardboard Thomas the Tank Engine, slip over, and just go cosplay.
Oh, Chris Reynolds says Jules is often at model rail shows in Kent, undisguised too.
Wow.
I bet he does occasionally go to Ali Pali. I have seen him at Ali Pali. Rick Morley says 19th and 20th of November is a Falkirk Model Railway exhibition. Zoe, are we going to be showing people's videos now? Hint, hint.
Yeah, sorry, I had to step out a bit because I was starting to feel sick from the paint.
Model Railway Noob says, Jenny, have you bought a Planet Industrials Care Stewart Victory model? It's on the list. We will be doing a review of these. We're waiting for the review samples to arrive. And I will be buying one of the review samples. I'm sorry, but they're not getting it back. They're just getting like, here. So, I'm feeling frisky, my good man. Here are some Bank of England Universal Gift Tokens. Yeah. P.S. You're not getting your loco back. Big hello to White Wall Wheels 1 Hardcore MOH. And also a big hello to Rick Morley as well. We've got a great turnout. Don't forget to tickle that like button. And also share the stream as well. Let people know on social media that we're on and up and running. Now, we have been talking about bargains. So, for those of you who have just joined us, Gandalf is stuffing his face. That's why he's missed a few. Yes, there's some kind of cake.
I'm sorry, did you mention something?
Yeah, some people were late. Now, don't shower me.
A Monday clubber was never late, Frodo Baggins. Nosy hurry.
Oh,
You're
yes,
right precisely when he means to.
Cake crumbs. Crumbs. Yeah, stop it. Oh,
good tea, yes.
oh, you're dribbling now. Joe Smith says NEC looks busy that weekend. Motorcycles live, art and antiques, and the BBC food guide. Ooh.
Who needs a guide to food? Is someone not sure whether they could eat it or not?
Lifestyle Unleashed says I have one of the Care Stewart Victory class editing a short video now. And Model Railway Noob. Yes, Inland Waterways and Docks in Greys and the Black RD. Really interesting liveries. And the Inland Waterways and Docks is the one that I really, really want to snaffle as well. We'll be paying for it because I do pay my way. Just putting that out there. Raymond Legg says, I have a Mahano Alco diesel, pretty smooth running diesel. I'd love to get one of the European Vossler diesels in Rhine cargo and possibly another one in CFL cargo. 156 Andrew says, does Gandalf love cake?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Does the Pope do his business in the woods? I think. James Pett says, I approve of food. I eat it every day. In fact, I never eat anything else. Funny that. But you're like stick thin. You've got the physique of a racing snake. How do you manage to eat all that food and not get any bigger? It's like, I'm referee. H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail Vids. Big hello to you. That suggests that you're late.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
You're welcome.
Stevie Film says no direct flights to Birmingham from New Jersey, so no rucksack in the face for me. Well, you get enough of that in the airports on the way, so you'd be like well-seasoned veteran by the time you got there. Lee D. Holden says, good evening, everyone. Oh, that implies he's late as well.
Sorry, Quacky Ducky arrived because so I thought you were going to say good evening, me ducks, and you got a bit excited there, didn't you, Quacky?
Anyway, Lee D. Holden asks, does anybody know where I can get Hornby Princess oval sprung buffers? If it's worth
From
trying.
Hornby?
Yeah, it's worth trying Hornby, but they'll probably just direct you to somewhere like Peter's Spares. Raymond Legg says, I tried to fix my old Pico BR55, however I may just bite down and find another one on eBay, order it and swap out the shells. Shaky Hands Shed Model Railway says, if you want a motorcycle, see me. Yamaha Phaser for sale. 4 careful owners. And the 5th owner is me. That's like saying, it's like...
One careful owner and 1,000 maniacs.
Yes. Yeah,
I love that advert. They should bring it back.
What was it for?
I can't remember.
It's like, yes, 1 careful owner and 2 who ragged it quite badly. Yeah.
So, Jenny, we have some videos.
Right, first video up is from Charlie. It says, hi Zoe. Oh, it's for you.
Hello.
Yeah. Just docked in Marseille. Here is the video from Messina. I have one to edit and post, and I'm going to find the Marseille station. Marseille?
So,
Marseille?
let's have a look at it.
Lots of Brazilians on the cruise, coughing and spluttering.
Oh, that's never a good sign. So, yes.
Some kind of alcoholic rub.
Please remember that COVID is still out there.
Yes.
So,
other viruses are available.
So let's have a look at this from Charlie.
So this is in Brazil. He's really globe-trotting. Obviously, we're playing it without the sound.
So that's Messina.
So
and we're going to just move.
This is the kind of trip that I want to go on. He's really getting to see some good places. Oh, Flower Chairman once says, is it Mike Spares that I got Class 55 oval buffers from? Could be. There's a few of these Spares places. The other option is find a sad case broken.
Oh, so they do have grey roofs.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. That grey has actually come out. Now see, grey, good, brown, not so good.
It sucks.
Oi.
What?
Yeah. So, it's really interesting actually to see railway systems in places that we don't normally get
Yes.
to here.
Always good to have stuff like this because you get to see so many different ideas. Like,
Yeah.
you might be inspired for your next layout. You might be inspired for your current layout.
Yeah,
Or you might just want to see something different.
we need a steady cam like this.
Yes, we do. I'm going to get... Oh, there's some choo-choos.
Choo. Did we not see
That's a
this a
big
couple of weeks ago, this video, or is this a different
No, this
one?
is a different one.
Mm.
Look at the height of it compared to the
It's
platform.
pretty good. Oh, Linnet12DD says, sorry to be late, really stressful day at work. Oh, sorry to hear.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice to come home to something therapeutic. Oh, and then you decided to watch the Monday Club afterwards.
A Monday clubber is never late, Linnet 12 Double D, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Look,
David
David's-
Scott says Messina is in Sicily. Yes,
Mm.
he was going to Marseille, but this is the one from Messina. What always surprises me is
we
how...
saw this the other day. We've seen this video.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
it's marked as not used yet.
We have seen this. I
Fair
remember seeing
But
this.
what strikes me is, why are our platforms so low compared to everyone else's?
It's just the way they do it.
Seems a bit
Yeah,
odd.
we've seen this video before a couple
Fair
of
enough.
weeks ago. But
Oh, we're going to have another look at... Yes, I think we have.
yeah, we did. I remember talking about it.
Okay,
So
well,
shall
we're
we?
gonna-
I know we've got quite a
Further
lot
on.
to go
Look
through.
at the livery on that. Whoa, all the bits on top. I like that.
Well, it's electric, isn't it?
That is cool. I like it.
Yeah, everybody. This is the video we saw the other week. So
Fair enough.
we do have.
I
a
don't
lot.
know why
Yeah.
it's not marked as
We
used.
do have a lot to go through. So
Okay.
I
Well,
suggest
you're in
that
charge
we-
of the buttons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Telling me that. Yeah. Thank you very much, Charlie. That was actually really good. I'm
Mm.
sorry that we showed it twice.
yeah. No, I'm not sorry. Actually, it's a good video.
Well, shut up then.
So you can put the link in the description.
I already have.
Excellent. So this is from Sarah Davis, and she says, been on my travels again and saw these along the way. Coach on a low loader on the A500 in Stoke-on-Trent, and there's some. Are they pictures?
There's some photos. So we're going to have a look at those, and then I'm going to bring up the link.
Okay, let's do it.
So beep beep.
Beep beep. Oh, Montrose train. Oh, that's going to open a kind of train station, or is it a railway station? So
Choo choo
ooh.
house. Choo choo
I
house.
think they're out of like oil drums, being turned into a choo-choo planter.
I really like this idea.
Yeah. It's
That
nice.
is cool.
Right. Okay. Next slide,
They're
please.
not oil drums, are they? They're beer kegs.
Could be. But next slide, please.
Beep beep.
Beep, beep. Shap trains. Oh. So this is a theme then. They're old barrels. They're wooden barrels.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Beer kegs.
Yeah, I think they're different to the last one. It's a great idea. It'd be a good feature for the garden. Jennifer
Yes.
Horton says, "How sweet."
Oh, look at that, Jen. This one's at
Mm.
Chester. Booking office bell, please do not climb. Cestrian Express.
Cool.
They are really
Ooh,
nice.
that's really
I
going
like
for it.
that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Okay. Right. So
Beep beep.
beep 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 beep.
You finished?
Robot Monkey says, "Where is Zoe from?" And James Pett says, "I believe she's from the cupboard." Hence the cupboard monkey.
Whiskey kegs, that's the word I was looking for. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
That's the word. Thank you very much.
So this is a coach on the A500 in Stoke-on-Trent. In fact, looking at the road signs, yes, it is. This is on the D road. See, look, local knowledge between
Yes.
junctions. Excuse me, 16 and 15. It's a road that goes in like the shape of the D. If you look at it on a map, hence the locals call it the D road.
Local road for local people.
Yes, yeah.
Beep, beep.
It's a good little shortcut if you want to cut out. Oh, look, there it is in the distance.
Yeah,
It's a
there
good
it
little
is.
shortcut if you want to cut out Birmingham. If you're heading for the M1, you go across on the
And let's
for
face
the
it, who
A50.
wouldn't?
Oh yeah. So there we go.
Oh.
Do we overtake it? At
It's not like a minute longer.
is it?
That-
Oh.
And I'm not making a joke about Birmingham there because let's face
This
it,
isn't a
it's
truck, isn't it?
Birmingham's a nice place.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you don't have to go through a city, don't.
Yeah. We're on the dashboard of a truck. Look at the height.
Yeah.
We're looking down on the
Either
roof.
that or someone stuck their camera out of the the sunroof.
No. We've got a smudge on the windscreen.
Yeah. Beep beep.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Is that a Mark? What is that?
It's a chunky monkey, isn't it? It's big.
Is that a Mark II?
Don't know.
Ooh. Yeah, smell you later.
Bye bye.
Oh,
That was
ooh.
good.
Mm.
Oh, now it wants to show us the That's just weird.
Yeah,
It wants us to watch the Monday.
That's very meta.
Oh, it's because it's logged in as me for some strange reason on that.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
That was weird.
Oh, that's why it's saying it's not watched all the videos.
Yes.
Yes.
We are actually on the Monday Club, aren't we?
I'm sure, yeah, because everybody found
Yes,
it.
that is JK.
Yeah.
That's confused me now. Why did it say that I was on the thing?
Because you're easily confused. So if you
And
wouldn't
there
mind,
I am.
next video. Yeah, BR Mark II coach. Says Harry Sedgwick. So Alfonso Lapulsa says Mark IIc. Although James Pett says Mark IIb. And Jennifer Horton says Mark II. So we I think Jennifer Horton, A50, the M612 for the economically minded. It was supposed to be the M16, I believe, and due to budgetary cuts in the 1990s, they instead just built it as a rather crummy A road, but it was originally envisaged to be a motorway. So not a lot of people know that.
So
Naive Gauge says, good evening, everyone. And this, of course, implies...
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Is
Thank-
there any more cake?
Oh, yes, downstairs.
Thank you.
Oh, God. It's like
moves
a
quick.
blur.
My
There's a
goodness.
blur with crumbs hanging in the air behind him.
Is there any comes along for cake and to tell
He
you that
does,
people
yeah.
aren't late?
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says the A50 is a great road. Yeah,
Speaking
so-
of Peter Jackson at Cheadle Heath, here is a message from him.
Oh, right, interesting. Hello, Jenny and Zoe. Hello. This is a video taken at the Leeds Model Railway Exhibition on Saturday, the 22nd of October, showing a layout called Laramie in Wyoming, based on the real depot location there. It was in the late 1950s when the large steam locos known as Big Boys were being cold, watered and turned on the large 135-foot turntable.
Wow. So here we go.
So
That, to be honest with you though, Laramie, when I read that, I thought Laramie, the cigarettes from The Simpsons. The ones that
just
Paddy and Selma sniff. I was going to say sniff, but no, smoke.
What?
Yeah, getting their fix.
Oh,
Please do not touch. Okay,
right.
I won't.
Ooh. Oh, that's a dodo. It's probably got a
big one,
proper
isn't
name,
it?
but yeah, it's a dodo bogies by the looks of it.
Oh, these are big.
That's it. Look at the detail. And I do
Yeah.
like that coaling stage, and this is like
Whoa.
inside the shed. I love the little
The
switch.
proper feeling of size here is great.
Yeah. That is a big chunky thing.
I like it.
What a lovely model.
It's
Oh,
huge.
I want one.
Well, we'll try and find you one.
Iron Horse Railway says, Jen, what's the steam loco pulling the bauxite 10 and 12 ton vans on the outside line? That is still a 28XX class. I haven't changed it. That's a hell of a turntable. When you think how much a big boy fully cold and watered weighs, that turntable's got to take that kind of weight. So
Yeah, that's,
that is
impressive.
quite an impressive piece of kit.
Yeah, as machinery goes, that is substantial.
Flymo Chen one says, we're on the tab cabin tonight. Viz, 1987.
I don't know what that means.
It's
Oh,
a
right.
quote from Viz.
The tab, of course, for tabs and viz, that would be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the tabs. You call yourself a northerner. That's what northerners call cigarettes. Tabs. I don't know why.
Yes, they do. However, I haven't been in the Northeast for quite some time.
Yeah, you've been here in Manchester, where they also called them tabs.
But they don't tend to talk about them anymore, do they?
Well, I don't
Because
know.
most people don't smoke
Well,
anymore.
we don't. That's why we don't talk about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ben Tullett says, this is one big boy.
Ooh, matron.
It is a huge thing. It's substantial.
Yeah. It's a lovely model, and not just the locomotive. This sort of depot layout. I have seen it at shows.
It's huge,
and it's quite a simple idea because it's only a small bit of a much larger shed. So you see there how it's cut off. But there's so much interest in this. I've seen it at, I think it was at Warley one year. And it really is quite interesting to watch. Iron Horse Railway says, isn't it articulated? It's on like articulated bogies.
Yeah, but the main thing isn't. I mean, look at the size of that. It's just one big lump.
Jennifer Horton says, I have seen a turntable in Bulawayo shed that can turn a Bayer Garrett. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Right. Shall we... interesting. Peter Jackson Cheadle here says, they have sound too with the bells, noise and the chuff sound. Chuff, chuff, chuff. So, shall we move on to the next video? Because I know we've got quite a few.
I'm going to skip a little bit ahead, see if there's any more. It's
spinning and then it goes back in.
Right.
So
fair enough.
So
cool.
let's move to the next. Do you want to plug in the X-Tractor fan?
No, I don't.
Used to be into Massey Ferguson, but no, not yeah, that one.
This
try
one?
that. Yeah,
it's going to cause noise, guys.
Not that much.
Okay.
Yeah. Alfonso La Pulsa says, if the big boys were being built now, they'd be called chonky chaps. Iron Horse Railway says, that thing really is Murica? In steam engine. Who's oh, as in Murica. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
It would be wearing a 10-gallon hat and firing 6-shooters in the air. I assume that's what Americans do. I may
just don't know.
I may be referring to a Yosemite Sam era stereotype.
Yeah, lots of Americans going.
Lots of Americans going, gee, honey, is that what they really think we're like?
I do remember that on Doctor Who, where the Doctor steps out of the TARDIS in the White House and the security are there. And he says, evening, chaps. And then one of his companions says, be careful, they're Americans. And all he says is, don't shoot.
Yeah, right. So, we're going to move over to, this is the Sames Running Day Gala. So we're going up to a larger scale. Hi, Jenny and Zoe. This is a video, shows a few of the 7.5-inch, 5-inch and 3.5-inch gauge logos built by members of Sames, which is the Sale Area Model Engineering Society, on display and running that annual gala event, 26th of September, in Walton Park in Sale. Have we seen this one before?
I don't know, but we'll have a look. I don't know why it's marking them as not.
So we're having a bit of an issue. Surely this should be in.
Yeah, just press the button.
Surely this should be in like date order.
They
Yeah,
are.
I think. I have a feeling we may have seen this before, but we're going to.
It's only 2 minutes, it'll be fine. According to Ben Tullett, most Americans assume the British are all Cockney or very posh.
Well, the thing that gets me is
apples and pears.
For any Americans who are watching, this is what Brits really sound like.
Yes,
but when
Jen is,
you watch,
however, putting on a received pronunciation accent from the BBC.
No, but the thing is, if you watch the one that really annoyed me, Dick Van Dyke. Can I just put this out there for our American chums?
All right then, Mary
Dick
Poppins.
Van Dyke sounds like no person in the UK that we know about. It's like I think the answer would be, which part of the UK are you supposed to be from? Maine. Also, the other one that really irritated me is that woman who's in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she has that accent, and it's
Darla.
like, yeah, and it's like oh, I do that, oh yeah,
Not Darla, Drusilla.
And it's like it's so fake. It's like no. It's like we just sit there going, is that what they really think we sound like?
Yeah, but you've got to remember that Drusilla is insane.
Yes.
However, you didn't realise that Spike was from Texas.
Yeah.
Because his accent was perfect.
Sarah Davies says, oh, I heard an American at a service station last week asking for a pasty rather than a pasty. It's when they start asking cab drivers in London to go take them to Leicester Square.
Oh yes.
And it's Leicester. Brit, I will give them that. Britain does have this nasty habit of going, well, we spell it like this, but we pronounce it like this. Can I just say, there's a place called Toaster, but it's not spelt toaster. Yeah, and it took me 10 years to work out where it was.
Yeah, I didn't realise for a while that Towcester was toaster.
Yes, yes. Right, so thank you so much for sharing that
great.
with us. We're going to move on now to the next video.
Americans like to go to GREGs. Love it. Now this one is a photo of a narrow gauge layout. It's progress so far from Edward Elric. So, oh my goodness. Now we have seen this layout before, but not in this particular state. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, and Leamington Station says, don't forget the housekeeper from Frasier. And the thing was, the actress is actually from East Grinstead. But she's trying to do a Manchester accent, and I'll be honest with
It's
you.
hilariously
It's
bad.
like... But Alfonso Lapulsa says, knowing Joss Whedon, the bad accent was intentionally bad.
Yeah, like
This
I
is
say,
coming along lovely.
Drusilla was insane. Her accent shouldn't be taken as whatever.
I'm looking. Once
This
you
is
get
so
that,
well done.
once you get the track all ballasted up, this is going to look amazing.
I know.
This really is incredible.
I'm loving the stonework.
Yeah, yeah. Although, for a narrow gauge railway, I always think of them as being a little bit wibbly wobbly. So, personally, I would have kinked the track on the straights, but I think you're using set track. So
That is really nice.
But yeah, that scenery is really, really good.
Speaking of set track,
Yes.
Mike and Sue at Putnam Junction, thank you so much for the N gauge set track that they sent.
It's not
over.
set track.
Is it
It's
not?
flexi track.
I thought it was set track.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in a
So-
box that says set track.
Yeah.
The
Anyway.
N gauge track, thank you so much.
Shaky Hands Shed Model Railway says, I'd love to hear an American try to pronounce Besses of the Barn.
Or the station that's near us.
What, Halleth Wood?
Yes. Given that it's spelt Hall apostrophe. It's got several apostrophes in it. It looks
Yeah.
like it's something from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but it's like Hoyk. Can I just say Hoyk in Scotland? It's not spelt Hoyk. It's spelt Howick.
Sorry, it's not a Hall apostrophe. It's a Hall I apostrophe TH apostrophe Wood. It looks like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Yes, yes. Right, anyway, enough about taking the rip out of a load of our audience. We'll look on the stats and they'll be like, well, sod off then.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 Americans just
Yeah,
logged off.
they go, fine, if that's what you're thinking.
No, we take the mic because we like you. That's how it works in the UK.
Actually, Flymo Chen, Robin Williams didn't do too bad in Mrs. Doubtfire.
He was actually a really good actor.
He was, yeah, sadly missed. Right, so this is from Ollie Boothby. So there's a few photos from a model show at Caiston, North Lincolnshire, of Kingsway Central.
Here we go.
So, it's going to press the magic button.
So, what are we looking at here? Is this what gauge is this? N?
Did he say in the introduction? I thought-
No, he didn't.
I don't know. It could be N, could be 00. I'm going to say N gauge looking at it, but I could be wrong. But it's really nice. Really, really nice. I'm going to turn some... It's getting warm up here. So
I'm going to make sure that you got some water in there first.
Yep, there's some
We
water.
need to clean that out, otherwise you'll get legionnaires.
Will we? Okay.
Well, you've got to be careful with it. We've never really done a deep clean on it. You've got to be careful.
Put a bit of bleach in it.
So this is rather cool. I like the light way this is nice textures and nice colours.
Yeah, it's really nice. A lot of 66s here.
A lot of 60s architecture as well. Jen, what's that?
That looks like a is that a Tampa or something? It's engineer's train of some description.
It's just,
Really
it's got
interesting.
so much open.
A lot of detail in there. I like that. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm not sure what it is, but it's I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Oh my goodness, look at the scale you can get on these things.
Yeah, it's the G-Man says, hello! Is there a release date for the Acura Scale Class 37?
I don't
Not
know.
sure.
But thank you very much for sending us in, Ollie Strange Gaming.
Yeah, Naive Gauge says, looks like N-Gauge with wider sleeper spacing.
Right. It is a tamper, apparently, from David
Yeah, yeah. So, next one up is from Simon Poole. Says, hi, Jenny and Zoe. Just published today the footage from the Great Electric Train Show. This email was sent in on Monday, the 24th of October.
Yeah, sorry that we've had a bit of time.
Was that last week or the week before?
Week before. We didn't have any last week, remember?
Also nice to meet you both at the event as well. In this video shows 10 layouts from the event, with a further 9 to be shown in part 2. I'm not
We
actually
will be keeping part 2 for next time, though.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm just going to bring this up. I've got to wait for the
advert.
advert.
Oh, right. Iron Horse Railway says, yes, Acura Scale has said their release date for the 37 is marked as eventually.
Fair enough.
So this is from Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase, if you wish to make that full screen.
Do I?
Yeah, just make it full screen and press play.
Yes,
You do that now. Do it.
But yeah, we will keep the second part for next week because I want to try and get through.
Mark Tower says, I've got to go. Sorry, stay safe.
Thank you so
take
much for
care,
coming along.
And it's been great to have
a
your
great
company.
night.
Hopefully see you next week as well. And don't forget that we've got a Wednesday video coming up, taking you through some of the bargains that are available in the Happens winter sale. Some really great deals, and when they're gone for good. So get yourself in there quick. And on Friday, we're going to be freezing a locomotive into a block of ice.
Why are you telling people what's coming up?
Well, because they'll be like, oh, what? Right, this is really nice. I like the scenery on this, and really great lighting as well.
So this was a Great Electric Train Show. I think I saw this.
Yes, you probably got a video of it.
I do enjoy this section of the Monday Club, says Iron Horse. I'm so glad. I like that people like this because...
Oh, I like the bridge.
It's always nice to show off people's layouts.
Absolutely. Now, that is a lovely bridge.
It's like what we were talking about when we were expanding the show from just being in the shed to what it is now.
Yes,
we wanted it to be inclusive, and that's part of what we do with the show in the videos, so that you can show what you've been up to, as well as Jen can talk about what she's been up to.
Yeah, yeah. Some lovely model work on this layout. There's some really great layouts, actually, at the Great Electric Train
I was
Show.
very impressed.
Oh, I've got that same locomotive. And hopefully I'm going to get it sound fitted when I go to Warley as well.
This is really nice.
Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Arrow, says, hello, Jenny. Hello, Zoe. Hello to you. We've also got... oh, no, I've lost my place.
Easily done.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mel's as well. Great to see you in as well. Vic Freak says the bridge looks like the Wills kit. Absolutely. Oh, I like this. This is probably 1930s era London transport.
Arch there.
Yeah, with the wires.
Yeah.
The way the wires bend, they've got that perfect. So I would say, what year would this be? Looking at the adverts, 50s, 60s. I'd say 60s, maybe even 70s.
Given the style of the adverts with the drawings and the fonts, I would say 60s.
Yeah, 60s. So,
that is an interesting looking.
oh, that's yeah, they're Metropolitan, but with the grey, that's a wartime livery. So this might even be 1950s, actually.
Wow.
Oh, I like that. Thought that was real for a brief moment. Look at the weathering on that.
Yeah. Bottom work sightings. I love that. Does your bottom work, Jen?
Yeah, that's actually a really good paint
That
and weathering
is
job
amazing,
on that.
yeah.
No, look how well it runs as well. Really nice. And look at the muted colours. Makes it look almost wintry.
Yeah, I said that to someone at a show once. I love your use of muted colours, so it looks like a British summer.
What did they say?
They just laughed.
Oh, that is really good. And the weathering. Look at the weathering on those coke hoppers
So
as
well
well.
done.
And look, very thoughtfully done, because of course that first coke hopper, those top planks are wood. So that's like weathered wood. but rust at the bottom. And there's another one there. I'm not sure what the other two hoppers are. They're interesting designs.
Yeah.
Really, really good here. I love this. And look at the static grass as well.
It's so well done.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, I think this is to do with the London Transport stuff, says I think it's pre-1970s stock.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to say 50s for that last one. But this really is lovely. I love the electric wiring as well, and sometimes you get places where there's exchange sidings like this, so electric locos can work trains in and out to the exchange sidings. Now those are the Acura Scale HUO hoppers. Another great set of wagons, and don't forget that they are still available both from some of the dealers and also from Acura Scale
Will
Direct.
Tucker says 50s at most, T-stock on the far platform, and F-stock oval windows didn't last long into the 60s. There you go.
Thank
so
you
I'm
very
wrong
much.
about the font choice and the design of the things. There we go.
This is really nice. That almost it's Woodhead. There you go, there's a class 76. So this is a Woodhead layout. I haven't run my 76 in a long time. So we've got double-headed class 76s there.
Wow.
One with the tops number, one with a pre-tops number. So we're looking here at probably early 70s.
This is wonderful. How long is this video again?
This is
It's quite a long one, so we should move on.
Yeah. This is a really good video. Can I just
I'm
say
going to put the link in again.
this is a really, really great video, actually.
Yeah. So I really recommend.
Cupboard Monkey, take note for what to do in coverage when we film exhibitions, because this is good.
Thank
Railway
you very much, Jen.
You're welcome. Railway Day says, "Hi Jenny, what's the story behind a Class 31 on your layout?" That is a Hornby.
My
Class
goodness,
31.
look at the weathering.
It's good, isn't it? Faded and everything. It's a Hornby Class 31, and it's actually the exact same 31 that you will have seen screen used from Great Model Railway Challenge Series 2. And before anybody goes, "Oh, it's one of the things you got for free." No, I had that for a couple of years beforehand.
Yep, you just happened to run it on it.
Yes, and it's the full fat model from quite some time ago now in Regional Railways livery. It's North Yorkshire Moors Railway, so it's 31439.
So next up, I've jumped ahead a little bit because I wanted to show these off.
Engaged. So
These are the ones that I've been painting. So I went for the
where did you photograph them?
here.
Oh.
They haven't moved. So
I'm looking at that and thinking I don't recognise the model railway that they're on. I thought that was somebody else's project. I'm going, oh look, they're doing the same thing that you are.
yeah. So what I've done here is I've tried to get a little bit more of the paint to go in the things
grooves.
in the grooves to give it a bit of.
It's like corduroy, isn't it? You've got to really work to get it into the pile.
And with this one, I think I've managed to keep the brown of the wood behind while getting the.
You've painted
the
it
paint
rail
in.
blue. I must admit that you'd need to do as an engineer's wagon in that livery.
Well, either way, I just think it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Leslie Gilpin says those couplings are all. Yes, they are.
We're going
but
to
they're
change
what they
those.
are.
The magnetic couplings. We will change them.
Just
So-
needs a nice brown roof.
We
on
will
it.
use some of the West Hill Wagon Works N-gauge magnetic couplings on those.
Yeah. So that's basically what I've been doing. I've tried my best to keep the idea of the wood on the blue
Iron
one.
Horse Railways! Don't encourage her like that. It looks good so far, so it just needs a nice brown roof on it. No.
So I thought I'd share that. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. So
Now back to the.
so thank you so much for that, Monkey of Cupboards.
Yeah, I just like I say, I just wanted to show how I was doing it because we
So
look at
we've
everyone
got
else's.
one here from Larry Rogers. Good day, ladies. Good day to you. For your virtual train show, the LARR.
So here we are.
Okie doodly dokie. So,
Zoe needs zero encouragement as well. That is true. I'm going to do either way. Santa Fe has taken over the LARR.
right, so just because obviously we don't use the sound, so
Yes. So here we go.
okay, so there we go. This is a really fun layout. We've seen it before, and there's a lot of emphasis on good, honest play value with this.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on. It reminds me of my childhood Hornby 00 layout.
Yes.
So many hours of fun.
And so much going on, which I always love.
So using the 3-rail system, very, very popular in America. And there's quite a lot of real estate on this, absolutely. Vic Freak says the yellow wagon would look nice with Fife's Bananas decals. Does it come with decals?
It doesn't come with decals. I am thinking, yes, get some decals and put Fife on and banana stuff. Because I think it's nice.
Or figure out how to paint something which looks a bit
Or
like
just get the decals.
Can you?
Yeah, I've seen decals for sale.
Okay, I'll trust you on that, I think. Leslie Gilpin Railway says proper locos. And Iron Horse Railway says, this is the museum layout based on an actual
Oh my
location.
goodness.
I told you, like, the emphasis is on fun.
I love the animations.
Will they have Piggly Wiggly?
You know, I tried to get one of those for you.
What, in HO?
Yeah, and they wouldn't send it to the UK.
Why not? What did they say?
Because all the people that currently had them available didn't ship to the UK.
Did you not contact them and go, please?
No.
So it's for Jenny Kirk. They were like, oh, in that case then, no. So we got, it's always a fun layout, this. There's
That
so
is cool.
much to see. So, so we've got H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail vids.
All the lights as well. This is such a...
Oh,
and it's huge. Way, here we go.
This is a
Beep,
huge
beep.
layout.
Yes.
So is this HO or I think this might be O gauge? Might be O gauge.
I always assume it's HO. Yeah, you might be
Shaky
right.
Hands Shed Model Railway says micro scale are the way to go for American loco decals. Ooh.
There we go. It's looking good.
Yeah. Never understood why the red flashing light on the trestle bridge. I've seen that a few times.
So that you can see it in the fog or the dark?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, look at that.
And this just looks like fun to use. You know?
This is a fun layout. This is a hell of a garage. Look, you see the garage door behind. This is what garages are supposed to be used for. And look at all the stock on the shelves as well. There's definitely a great collection. Although Leslie Gilpin Railway says looks like HO and Lionel O.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it. Like, even in model form, the sense of power of those locomotives is there. I'm really loving it.
H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail bid says it's 3rd rail O gauge. I thought it might be O gauge. Yeah, 3 rail is O gauge. Says Hot Dog Pilot 63.
Ben Tullett says call Ken Patterson up. He might be able to find someone who can ship a Piggly Wiggly to the UK.
Yeah. You send him a message. Would
you prefer that for Christmas to a Columbo box set?
Oh, I thought you'd already bought the Columbo box.
I haven't bought it yet. It is.
Oh, now that is what if I just go? I'll have both. So this is great. This is a great fun layout.
You know what? For you, I'll see what I can do. But you have to contact Ken because you know where he is.
You send me the details of who makes it and stuff, and I will do that. But yeah, big up to everybody at Ken Patterson and the What's Neat This Week posse.
Yeah, Mike King. That's what I was thinking as well. Stops aircraft crashing into the bridge.
I'd have thought actually it's more likely to stop big boats from crashing into the bridge because aircraft, if they're that low, they've got other troubles.
How tall is the bridge?
I don't know. Yeah. This
is fun. Right.
We're
going to have to move on though because
we're going to move on. But thank you so much for sharing that with us. So, James Pett says, as to Columbo box sets, you can actually watch most of the episodes for free on the Internet Archive. Didn't know that. But I just like the idea of sitting in bed, just juice boxing episode after episode of Columbo.
Like we're doing with the Rockford Files, and now
and
Knight Rider. Which, of course, if you know your classics, is not necessarily us singing the Knight Rider tune. We could be Carnival of Bacchus.
Yes.
Which is where it comes from. Apparently one of the guys working on the show was at the opera, heard that and went, that's perfect for our show.
Ben Tullett says, red lights on the bridges are for low-flying aircraft to avoid, as they do have some aircraft that fly that low. Okay, I stand corrected. Yep. And don't forget, absolutely, Flymo Chairman 1 at Bang On Message says, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, folks. Hit the bell and choose all for notifications. It is, of course, free. Just give the notifications a watch. Keep an eye on your browser bell for more videos as I put them up.
Yes. So, speaking of videos, what's next, Jen?
We've got George Langstaff. This is Hi from George, another little video for the Thomas fans. This time it's Toby's new coaches from Backman and a pumpkin from Sam's Trains. Happy Halloween.
Fair enough.
So, okay.
Didn't know he'd made pumpkins.
Should
Didn't know he had a garden.
Yeah. Should we criticise it for not having sprung buffers?
What, a pumpkin? I'm sorry, but do you expect a pumpkin to have sprung buffers?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He likes his sprung
Right,
buffers.
this is from Whitewall Wheels, if you can press the button.
Oh, yeah, pressing the button now as we speak. So, there we are. And this is always a fun layout. There's so much going on. Oh, they are nice coaches. The Toby looks a bit out of scale compared to them, I must admit. Toby always looks a bit weird and big. So look, no sprung buffers. No sprung
buffers on the pumpkin.
I'm sorry, we're going to mark it down for that.
Church's independent traders in the background, though.
H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail Vid says, that quote, "Hello, Mr. Patterson," was from Harry Enfield and Chums. Yeah. Cracky, there's an amazing... Oh,
I
no,
do
the
love
fast
this
show.
layout. This is fun. There's so much going on.
Yeah. Jerry BVR says, some small aircraft follow roads and tracks to navigate city to city.
Yeah. Especially if it's non-commercial and it's just a guy with a pilot's license.
One thing I would say about this is we always see this layout from this side. I would love to see, I don't know if it's accessible from the other side, I'd love to see it from the other angle.
I think we have seen it in some videos from other angles.
That is fast. That is a fast J70. But you see,
that pumpkin's not moving though. They've got it strapped down well.
Yeah. You think it turns into a coach?
You think this was filmed after midnight?
Iron Horse Railway says, oh, I quite like springy buffers. They actually work when I shunt my 3-link stuff, but nevertheless, mark it down, throw it across the carpet. Stevie Film says Piggly Wiggly store is in O gauge and $88.99. Is there not a HO version?
There is an HO version. I have the link, but they wouldn't sell outside of America. I just don't know. I suppose they're just not set up for it. But
I will ask
I'll see what
Sir
I can
Ken
do.
of Patterson if he can arrange to have one sent to me, because I really want a Piggly Wigglies. And you know what? I would uproot the church and put Piggly Wigglies there.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
Or I would demolish the military establishment and put Piggly Wigglies in.
They knocked down the army base and put up a Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. I would find somewhere for it.
For the person who asked what size my N gauge layout was going to be,
to be decided.
It's essentially a project that we're doing for can we make a train set, a model railway layout.
Oh, I've got that
fits
coach.
In
the blue grey one there. I did a review on.
Jenny is so into this.
Yeah.
Can we make a model railway layout that fits in a backpack that I can carry up a mountain to do a model railway show on top of a mountain? That's our project.
Can I just say as well, what this shows is just how well the Hatton's coaches run on the track. Because that's going at quite a lick there, through some quite tight corners and over some quite bouncy points. And that would...
They don't make the HO1 anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Leslie Gilpin Railway says problems exporting to UK with lots of paperwork needed. Yeah, I'd have thought that would have been sorted out by now, but we'll see what happens.
Anyway, look, thank you very much for sharing that video with us. So, we're going to move on. 156 Andrew says, what's a Piggly Wiggly? It was one of the videos we saw. I think it's like a Walther's Kiss, something that's got light up like...
A Piggly Wiggly is the first of the modern style supermarkets.
Oh, I thought it was a diner.
No, it's a supermarket. And that's what it is. But the kit, or at least the thing, it's a HO or O gauge animated, lit up building to put on your railway.
Iron Horse Railways asks, can I bring a layout to the Hilltop Layout Extravaganza?
You can.
Maybe we
and
should
actually-
organise something and have a whole
Oh,
bunch.
we've already got something happening.
Have we?
Well, remember our sponsor Tramfabrique?
Oh, yes! Tramfabrique, who you will know as being the UK stockist and vendor of the Train-O-Matic products, is also quite interested in doing this Hilltop Extravaganza with us. I think we can
So
make
we'll be
quite a
coming
big
up
thing
the
of
mountain
this.
with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is we're going to have to take our power with us.
Well, that's what
And also,
batteries.
we're going to have to tell someone we're doing this.
Yeah, well, if we do Snowdon, we can come back down on the railway.
Like, there's a lot left. Like,
Yeah, but
huge
anyway,
amounts.
come on, less jibber jabber, more showing the video. I hate it when you make that noise.
That's why I do it, because you're being annoying.
Right,
so, here
so
we
this is from Richard Swiderski. Says, hi Jenny and Zoe. Hello. Hope you are both keeping well. A very short video of 60007, Sir Nigel Wesley, trying to outfox me at Hertford Station on the 26th of October 2023 by running 23 minutes early and not stopping at Hertford Junction.
I'm sorry,
But as
but a
you can
locomotive, Frodo Baggins, is never early. It runs at exactly the time that it wants to.
Oh, 57305 Northern Princess, big hello to you, says, I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Now I'm going to prod you.
Oh,
There we go.
please don't do that again. That is very, very dangerous to
Ah,
prod
right.
a wizard.
Jam Fjord, big hello to you as well. Mac Navi as well says, Tramfabrique is still committed.
Hey!
Hey! Brilliant. Ben Tullett says, it's a Maynard's ready to plant building with lights. I want the signal box they do. Is it suitable to make into a UK outline box? Ooh.
Cool.
David Scott suggests we take over the cafe at the top of Snowdon. And
Well,
have
I
a full
intend to have a
exhibition.
drink there. Let's put it that way. I want at least a nice
Yeah.
coffee or a hot chocolate.
As just an idea, make a modular layout which we can all combine into one big mega layout. So, right, can we start this running because we are pooped on time?
Yes. This is Richard Swiderski with Sir Nigel Gresley. Press the button.
I already have.
You had your picture on it. Your finger on it.
Warbler Production says that would be great. I could take Grove Street Yard. No.
Good luck.
But yeah, good luck taking that up Snowdon. It's hard enough doing it without carrying a layout. So, oh, you just caught it. There we
Wow.
are. So you're just presumably arriving thinking, I'll just get set up in a good spot. And then it's like, oh no!
No, it's here.
So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
That was cool. Whoops.
So... Shaky Hands and Shed Model Railway says, you never want to hear your princess say she is late. Because they're not late. You were all notoriously early. Ha
That's not what he's talking about, Jack.
What?
You never want to hear that your princess is late. Crackers.
Huh?
Crackers.
Oh, right.
Oh, for goodness sake, you're very slow today.
Okay, right, what do we got? Jenny and Zoe, this is from Steve Worthington. Says, missed the last couple of Monday Clubs live, but did catch up on one of the replay. I was on a beach in Jamaica.
Well, you know,
And couldn't
if,
tear
as
my...
excuses go, that is definitely a good one.
I can go with it. So I couldn't tear myself away from the warm sands, blue water, and cold red striped beer. Stop rubbing it in! While I was away, these two new tooling Hornby 9Fs arrived, and I fitted both with Soundtrack's Economy British Steam sound decoders. Really quite good, actually. Using the pre-built Hornby tender moulded sound chambers with Sugar Cube speakers. There are 2 videos on my channel showing the sound decoder fitting. I know you don't normally like sound, but I left the soundtrack on this video just in case. Just a few minutes of the Hornby BR Black 9F and Evening Star running on the layout.
Okay,
So,
well, this will be the last video of the night.
Hey, we always run out of time, don't we?
Yeah, I got quite ill last week. I'm sorry. We
Yeah,
couldn't run
and you got
over.
very chatty this week.
Well, what
So-
can I say?
So this is from Worthington Model Railway. Jeffrey Kite says, night all, have to go. Great stream as always, Jen. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
coming along. Take care.
Hopefully see you next time.
So here we go. We're going to put the sound on, but only at half volume. Here we go. Beep,
So,
beep.
oh yes, beep beep beep
Beep,
beep.
beep.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Nice displays there.
this is a great room, and also my father is selling some of the little display cabinets. £20 a pop. You have to collect them from Bolton. No messing about. So if anybody's after 3 or up to 3 of the little display cabinets, he's trying to sell them 20 quid a pop. They're downstairs. That is a good display of stuff on the wall.
Yeah, this is a rather nice display.
Yeah,
Although I do
a lot more
wonder
space for me. Oh,
how do you get to them? Especially have to stand on
Oh, look, I like the cricket pitch. That's a nice touch. They do look
Iron
good.
Horse says, is that the Economy sound?
Yes, it will be.
Right.
Oh, I do love the Backman minerals. Always good. Always good. And the 9Fs do look good in the green.
That is very cool.
Ooh, toot toot. Oh no, our cricket
down
ball's
again.
gone in his tender. We'll have to chase him down. That was
Here
it.
it's coming back to get it back.
Oh, right, okay. Hello. Oops, went the wrong way. Nothing to see here. Ooh, nice Pullman. Cute.
Everyone's saying it's not a bad sound, so that's cool.
Oh, what? Have you put the sound on?
Yeah, it's not
Oh, what
bad.
did that me talking?
I did say,
Oh, you didn't.
hang on, I recognise this layout. Look, there's that alien spaceship.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, I haven't pressed the button to show this. There's your link, sorry about that. New HL could be with you on eBay for $120. Okay, right,
Take a
I'll have a look.
Post to the UK.
That's eBay, we usually do. That is very cool.
They are nice. Really are nice.
Just backwards. Yeah, this has got a nice, it's a nice sense of depth to it as well.
Great use for Metcalf.
Do you like it? Not the chimneys. I'm sorry, Metcalf, but no. Rolling up a piece of paper is not the same as actually building a card chimney. A lot of how Metcalf does it, put these 3 pieces of card together and glue them, and
Right,
then wrap some,
so we less jibber jabber, more.
and then wrap the stuff around,
Yeah.
and that's the way to do something substantial. But the chimneys are just roll up this piece of paper.
Big
I'm
hello
sorry,
to
but
Timber
no.
Surf. Great to see you in. And Charlie McGowan's Partick Hill Station says, good night all. Thanks for showing my video. More to come.
This has been great, but we are
Absolute.
at 3 minutes to 9.
It is. So, I've just got time to say thank you guys for coming. Once again, we haven't got through everything.
But we will. We're getting
We
there.
will
We're
get
getting
there slowly. But it's been great to have your company, and don't forget that if you missed any of today's stream, you can catch up again. It becomes a regular video after the stream is finished. And please, please, please tickle the like button if you haven't already done so, and share the stream. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as well. What do you want, Cupboard Monkey?
Jenny, do we have a sponsor for today's video?
Today's sponsor of the Monday Club is Rails of Sheffield, the one-stop shop to sell your second-hand items to. Anything that maybe you have decided you need to move on to pastures new, and perhaps liberate some cash for something new as well, then sell to the name that you can trust, Rails of Sheffield. They promise to offer you the best price and will make a decision quickly on that price. Same day money transfer, or indeed will offer store credit if you prefer to put it against something new. They will take anything from single items through to full collections. They will not cherry pick and will take anything and everything in one go, a perfect way to perhaps dispose of complete collections, house clearances, you name it. Sell to the name you can trust, Rails of Sheffield. You'll find full details in the description box down below. And also, our other sponsor is Billy's Replacement T-shirts. Get your hoodies and T-shirts too from our merch shop. Really great place to get some great gear, and I hope to see a good many of you wearing the merch at the Warley show. I will be there, and it'll be nice to see you guys too. And there's still time to get your tickets, but do hurry because there's only a couple of weeks left. And don't forget as well, we've got that big Hatton's sale on. Other sales are available at Hatton's. We're doing a video on their winter sale on Wednesday. Look out for that. And we've got something a little bit different and rather fun for Friday. And all I'm going to say is, imagine a model railway locomotive that somehow got trapped in ice. Will it still work? Well, you'll have to watch on Friday to find out. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying a good night for now. It's been great to have your company. And the Cupboard Monkey as well says lots of weird noises.
Ah! Stop prodding my belly like a bowl full of jelly.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Bye
Good
for
night.
now.
Good night, Gandalf.
Gandalf, leave my cake alone.
The train now departing is the 2100 service to Grove Street Yard, stopping at Bolton, Trinity Road, Mineth Tatus, Tatus Newith, some other places, Eindhoven, I don't know how, but we'll be there, and then on to Grove Street Yard. That's the 2100 service to Grove Street Yard. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night.
Valley's 56XX. The answer is not Daypol. Iron Horse Railway says, Gandalf, release my baked goods. My baps are not your plaything.
Good night, guys. So in this bit, we all just sit in the loft silently, says Iron Horse.
Yeah, the Cupboard Monkey can't do silent.
I'm sorry, but the idea is that we're just showing off a little bit of the layout before Jenny decides that actually
It's like bored now.
We've been quiet long enough.
Can I just say as well, you get to see a little bit more than you would normally because you
'cause
haven't
your
got
bonce
my
is in the
ugly
way.
mug. So like, oh look, that signal box, doesn't it look nice? You don't normally get to see that, do you?
What's this button do? That's
Oh,
that says it's the ghost of William Loud.
Oh! What? Oh, for God's sake, no! Oh, you eggy tangmeister! What are you doing to me?
We've got a fart button now.
No, we've got a cupboard monkey.
Shut up. Oh.
Oh, yeah, oh, no! No! Oh, stop it! Will you? Oh, for God's sake! Oh, what crawled in you and passed away? Oh, that is disgusting.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Good night, guys.
oh, yeah, strike a light. Silent but deadly, yes. Valley's 56XX. It wasn't quite that silent.
I used to know a guy called Simon But Deadly. He had a hyphenated name.
Funny
I
that.
didn't really.
No, you didn't.
No.
No. Absolutely not.
He was actually Stephen But Deadly.
I used to go to work with a guy who everybody called him Chepstow, and it took a while to realise that his actual name was just in Wales.
Oh, that is cool.
So we all called him Chepstow.
Right, we're gonna see you next time, guys. Take care and night night.
Smell you later.